everybody, long time no see. Anyways, so you got yourself this beautiful ROKR Cuckoo clock and it should chime every hour, right? But what if it doesn't? Well, I've got a fix for you, so let's jump straight in. The first and most important thing to check is that the actual bird and the chime is working as intended. So we go to the back of the model and there's two ways to power it, which is quite incredible to be honest. So you can use Type-C USB cable that plugs right in here, or you can use 3 AAA batteries that go right in here because we've got our battery pack right in here. So I'm using the batteries. Simply take off the cover, there's a screw that you have to undo, and you pop in those batteries. Now we go back to the front of the model and we're going to check if it's actually working. So what we simply have to do is we have to press down this little button, so the first step. And if the little birdie jumps out and does its chime and goes back in, perfect. So let's see. Absolutely awesome. As you can see, that works. Now, we also need to check if we can turn the hourly chime on and off. So when we push this step down, but hold it down this time, the light should either blink twice or 4 times. So if it blinks twice, that means the hourly chime is on. If the light blinks 4 times, that means it's now turned off. So let's go ahead and do that. So the light blinked 4 times. That means it's now off. Now let's see if we can turn it back on. So we do exactly the same. Push the step down and hold it in place. As you can see, the light blinked twice. That's exactly what we need. So we know the chime and everything is working perfectly fine. But if it doesn't, you might have miswired something, or there's something clearly just not working as it should, and then you can simply order spare parts if you need to. Now grab yourself a nice long screwdriver, so a Phillips screwdriver just like this one with a very small little wee tip, because you will need it for the back of the clock. So I'm going to turn on the little wee light on the side so you can see a little bit more just for now. I will disconnect the power and you will have to as well. So see, when you look in, let's stop the pendulum. There's a screw right there, and that screw is sitting on a black wheel that we can turn by using either a finger or a screwdriver. And every time we turn it anti-clockwise, and as soon as it passes its internal hour, the chime should happen. Even though my clock is incorrect just now to the chime, we're going to still test it again, but properly, to see if it actually chimes on every hour. So let me turn it anti-clockwise. You should do that too. Just do it nice and slow. No rush. There you go. Perfect. Let's do it again. So as you can see, it's going to pass an hour. Okay, there we go. Excellent, so we know that our chime does actually work. So now what you need to do is keep that screwdriver in there, but disconnect the power first. So either take out one battery or unplug it with your, obviously just unplug your Type-C USB cable. Then pop the screwdriver back on the screw where the wheel is. And then what I want you to do is turn it anti-clockwise slowly until you hear a small gentle click. As soon as you hear the click, stop. Do not turn the screwdriver anti-clockwise or clockwise. Keep it in the place. So let's turn it and you're going to hear it. Hear that? That is a very gentle, faint click. Now, hold the screwdriver into place, kind of nice and hard, so the wheel does not turn at all. You don't want it to turn. Now we go to the clock face. And just ignore the seconds arm or hand, however you want to call it. Let's focus on the hour hand and the minutes hand. So what we want to do is we want to move both of them, like this, together to any hour. So I'm gonna go with 12. You can actually choose any hour you want. You can start with 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 5, 9, it literally doesn't matter. As long as both of them are exactly on any of the hours. So we're calibrating the clock basically. So what you want to do now is hold the screwdriver on the screw into place. Do not turn it. So we've set the hour hand and the minutes hand exactly as we need to. So now we need to turn the screwdriver anti-clockwise to set your exact time that you're on just now. And you can keep turning it as soon as you hear the click, that's fine. The chime is not going to happen because there's no power, so don't panic. So let's keep turning it. Let's say I'm on like 4:30, so I'm just going to keep turning it anti-clockwise. And you can hear the clicking as well at the same time, which is good. Are we going to hear a click at 3 o'clock? Yep, we did. Did, which is perfect. So let's say it is 4:30 just now, and I'm delighted with that. So now what we need to simply do is go back, pop your power back on, so either put the battery in or your USB cable in. Let's pop the cover back on. I know my leg's not really, the latch is not really holding this battery pack into place, but that's easy fixable. We're not worried about that just now. So, as you can see, the clock is now working. Let me see if the chime, hourly chime, is on now. So it's off now, and now it's on. Absolutely perfect. So, to show you that it actually works, and to see if it's going to happen on every hour, pop the screwdriver back in on the screw, and I'm going to keep turning it anti-clockwise only, remember. I'm going to turn it till it hits 5 o'clock and see if it happens on the dot basically. As you can see, the minute arm is actually spot on. I'm looking at the hour hand arm and it's kind of just off 5 o'clock, but what you can do is pop the screwdriver back in and just move it with your finger up a little bit. Just make sure the black wheel is not turning. And let's go and see if it works on 6 o'clock. So I'm going to go back, put the screwdriver on the screw, there we go, and go and turn it anti-clockwise again. Let's go to 6 o'clock. Yep, as you can see, that is basically spot on. And what I just even noticed, as soon as it hit 6 o'clock, the actual second hand was actually on the dot as well. So hopefully next time when it hits 7 o'clock, if I don't touch the clock anymore, it should actually chime when the seconds are on that 12 mark as well, which is perfect because that just makes the clock look so much better, like it's working perfectly fine. But if that's not the case, what you could do is wait just as it hits an hour mark and the chime starts. You could literally move this with your hand quickly to that 12-hour mark, so the next hour starts perfectly and the chime starts perfectly as well as this second arm is on the dot. Does that make sense? Absolutely awesome. And that's the fix, guys. Your ROKR Cuckoo clock should now be chiming on the hour every hour like it's supposed to. And if this video saved you a massive headache, please leave a like so others like you can also find the solution, and subscribe for more troubleshooting videos and step-by-step guide videos, because the next guide is going to be absolutely epic. Until next time.